Alright, now, my name's Melly, and I gotta say a little something about last night's Hardcore Justice. Saw the whole thing. It's pretty good. It was, I mean, well, it was okay. I think they could have done a little better with it because some of the stuff kind of swerved me out. Like, first off, the ladder match, epic. Great matchup. Four guys, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, I believe it was Kazarian and Austin Aries, put on one hell of a match. I could watch that all day. I kind of just didn't like how it ended. Of course, I kind of expected somebody to get involved, but I mean, I like the unpredictability on that because I didn't expect Rude and then Daniels to get involved in the match, but it is what it is. Kazarian, well, Rude got the distraction in. He got nailed by Jeff Hardy, and then Daniels passed in that little Appletini of his. Kazarian threw it. Well, he threw it. He was attempting to throw it in the face, but it just like shot up in the air. It barely missed him, and I mean, cause that was Billy botched stuff right there, and that's something for y'all. Um, but other than that, though, it was a pretty good match. And then later they had the tables match with Joe, Madness, Anderson, and Rude. Originally I expected Aces and Eights to get involved because that's how they are. Aces and Eights, any match they're in, they're going to get involved somehow. That's just what they do. Personally, I'm getting sick and tired of them. They need to go. Um, and of course, I mean, the first time when the Appletini got involved, but again, I'm a little spoiler alert, the Appletini got involved again. First time, it was unpredictable and it was kind of cool. Second time, now it's just getting kind of repetitive. Are we going to just see that every time? You know? And that's what helped got Bobby Roode to win the match. Of course, Joe and Madness didn't go after each other. Mafia members got to stick together. But I got a feeling they're going to end up going after each other, especially when the Final Four comes in and they'll surrender in a few weeks. Next month. And then there's, I'm sorry, what else? The thing with Main Event Mafia, they addressed the thing with Kurt Angle. Hopefully Angle will be okay. He's going to get his stuff together, though, because he's one of the best wrestlers of all time. Olympic gold medalist, but he's setting a bad example with all this DUI crap. He needs to get that together. Then the Main Event Mafia, of course, they went over the Aces and Eights. They get into a brawl. Aces and Eights kick their asses. Sting recruit one of the recruit Aries. He said no. And then, of course, I knew they were going to try to get Tito Ortiz. And then from that segment with Rampage, Joe, and they call out Tito Ortiz, he comes out. And then Bully Ray comes out. I knew right there, my gut feeling was telling me something. Even though Bully Ray insulted Tito Ortiz, I knew Ortiz was going to end up joining the Aces and Eights. That's easy. That's the thing I hate about TNA. Number of things getting just so predictable. It's ridiculous. Anytime we see these storylines now, especially with some big group, especially it's this thing with Hogan and Bischoff when they took over, and they trying to get these big groups. They did it with Fortune and Immortal, and now Aces and Eights. These big groups, and you see people coming in trying to portray a hero, and all of a sudden they join the bad group. That is easily predictable. It happened with Immortal. It's happened now with Aces and Eights. I knew Tito Ortiz that it was either this week or the next week he was going to end up joining Aces and Eights. Any child could see that. And then it all came out, basically, I should say now, at the last matchup. Chris Sabin, Bully Ray for the world title. Referee got knocked down. Sabin had the win. Anderson gets involved. Closes the cage door to keep Sabin out. No, keep Sabin in, I should say. Rampage and Tito came in. Rampage attacked Anderson. Tito had that ball-peen hammer from behind and knocked out Rampage. And then Bully Ray stole the pin and got the win. I just knew it, you know. And here's my thing with these champions too. Chris Sabin is when it came to TNA. First and things foremost, it bothers me. AJ Styles should still be the face of TNA, and he was basically my pick to win the Battle for Glory series. But I don't think it's gonna happen now. It's probably gonna be Rude or I want to say Magna, but I don't know if Magna's gonna win it. I think it's gonna end up being Rude winning it now. That I just got a gut feeling, and it's gonna end up being Rude, and maybe somebody will take the title from Bully Ray. It'll end up being Rude and whoever the champion will be for the title. Then again, maybe not. I mean, I'm still got hope for AJ winning the series, but I got doubts. And if Magnus ends up winning it, or maybe if Joe or Jeff Hardy win it, I bet Bully Ray's still gonna be the champ. And knowing how TNA is, Bully Ray's gonna probably somehow still be champion after Bound for Glory. If not, then the winner if it's either Rude, no, not Rude. I'm gonna guess Hardy might end up winning it and face Bully Ray, win the world title. That's just me, because I know I just got a feeling, you know, at Bound for Glory, Hogan's gonna get involved somehow. Either he's gonna help the series winner, or he's gonna end up joining Aces and Eights. I just see it. I see some huge swerve that's gonna happen at Bound for Glory. I just know it. I got that feeling. But that's what bothers me with these world champions in that TNA. They give these top heels long reigns, but people that deserve it. I mean, some might disagree with me. Chris Sabin, I think, I said he's a guy that definitely deserved to be a world champion. He's a world championship material. Same thing that goes with Christopher Daniels. I don't know why he hasn't been a world champion. Hasn't gotten too many shots at it. Big Hernandez, you know, because not only he's powerful, he can fly as high as half these X Division guys, and I think he could be a world champion. And another one is kind of, I don't know, you know, kind of a dominant rep. I haven't seen him in a while, but Rob Terry, I kind of had the feeling he was going to do it too. But of course, knowing professional wrestling, knowing TNA in this case, the top heels, it's just you got to be a top heel to be a world champion. If you're a baby face, you probably just get a short reign or won't even be seen in the title picture, which is ridiculous. And I'm gonna have more on that. You know, I'm gonna record another thing, and I'm gonna have more on that with my feelings about this IWC and being on the heels' balls. That, you know, who are always gonna be a world champion. You know, because that's my thing. I've been a wrestling fan for years, but I'm gonna have more on that another time. But yeah, that's my feeling on Hardcore Chess. I mean, it was the first man, the ladder match, I thought was gonna set the trend of having a good night, and then things kind of dwelled down just a little bit. Overall, it wasn't too bad. But that's what I gotta say. Peace.